Hi, everyone. My name is Jeremy Jacob. I'm a senior product manager on the Financial Services Cloud team. Today, I'm really excited to talk to you about some new enhancements coming to action plans in summer 20. And with that, let's dive in.
We at Salesforce know it's critically important that we help our customers navigate this turbulent time. These new features help by putting them in the best possible position to help their customers navigate today's heightened uncertainties. In today's demo, I'm going to show some of the new enhancements in action plans, like assigning tasks to queues and adding ad hoc action plan items. Brian is an operations analyst at Cumulus Bank. He's tasked with making sure that each process is up to date and compliant with the bank's current policies. In order to ensure consistency across the mortgage process, he uses action plan templates to help his loan officers keep track of all of their items throughout the mortgage application process. Brian needs to update the mortgage refinance action plan template given a recent change in the bank's employment verification process. Brian takes advantage of two new action plan features in order to manage the new process. Brian has already started working on this new action plan template, so he picks up where he left off. First, Brian is going to enable a new permission on the action plan. Let users add additional items to action plans. This allows loan officers to add their own tasks and document checklist items to specific action plans so they can better personalize their workflows to fit their individual processes. Next, Brian creates a new employment verification task. These employment verifications are now handled by a separate team with their own task queue, so Brian assigns the tasks to the employment verification queue. Now that those changes have been made, Brian is ready to publish the action plan template for use by Cumulus's loan officers during the mortgage process. I'm now logged in as Jessica, a loan officer for Cumulus Bank. She's helping her customer, Sonia, take advantage of today's lower mortgage rates by refinancing her home. Jessica navigates to the Sonia refinance opportunity and creates a new action plan. Jessica can see that the new action plan has created an employment verification task and assigned it to the employment verification queue. Jessica also likes to do a personalized follow-up with her clients after the loan is closed. In action plans, she can now add ad hoc tasks specific to her workflow. Now Jessica is ready to get to work helping Sonia get her home refinanced.
Wow, I'm really excited to see what you all come up with these new features. And now I'm going to turn it over to Sam, who's going to talk to you about a new feature coming to FSC in summer 20.
Great. Thanks, Jeremy. My name's Sam Kligman, and I'm also a senior product manager in Financial Services Cloud. Today, I'm going to be telling you about a new feature we have called the Actionable Relationship Center. So let's go ahead and dive in.
With the new Arc, you can visualize complex relationships all in one place and gain relevant insights to unlock new business opportunities. This enhanced relationship visualization tool provides commercial bankers with the ability to see financial information for a company as well as its subsidiaries to make credit decisions and grow profitable and high-value relationships. In insurance, underwriters can use Arc to see complex corporate structure in one place and to uncover insights and understand and assess risk for an entire organization. In retail banking, Arc can be used to get a quick picture of who is in a customer's household and which businesses work with that household. And in wealth management, Arc can help financial advisors gain a view of financial accounts and assets across multiple generations of a household to better understand their clients. Now, some of you may be wondering, why should I use Actionable Relationship Center when I already have the relationship map in Financial Services Cloud? Great question. As we've discovered, Arc is great for researching and exploring multi-level relationships and then taking action. However, the relationship map is fantastic for getting quick context on who is most immediately connected to that customer and for adding in new relationships. We recommend that you use both together. Now let's see the Actionable Relationship Center in action. Let's say I'm a wealth manager preparing for a reach out to members of the Silver household. I can open up the relationship map to easily see the details of the immediate household, as well as all the family members in the Silver household. If I want to dig deeper, I can open the Actionable Relationship Center. The Actionable Relationship Center shows related accounts, the members of the Silver household, like Tom Silver and his wife Patty, as well as their daughter and son, Sarah and Chris. It shows the total value of their financial accounts. From this same view, I can also see the details of the entire household's assets and open items. When I reach out to the primary member of this household, Tom Silver, I will start by discussing his financial well-being and then move on to chat about his son, Chris. As I do, I can see in this same view Chris's related information, financial accounts, and other important information. I see that he is interested in taking out a mortgage for his first home. By clicking on this opportunity, I get a preview of the details of this mortgage without having to leave the page. With all of this information in one view, I can take action right here without losing customer context. I create a new note to talk about my check-in and mention that Chris needs help moving assets to pay for that mortgage and see that the note shows up right here in the Actionable Relationship Center. When I talk to Chris, I want to remember what was in my note. Doing so is simple with ARC. I can easily go ahead and open the note, modify the details in line during our conversation, and save. With the Actionable Relationship Center, you can uncover hidden relationships and drive contextual actions to grow your business. We're excited about what it can do for you to help deepen your customer connections. Now let's look at all the parts of what you've just seen. The first part is the parent record card, which shows the record you just launched ARC from. The second are record cards in general. These are white, and they deep link to the full record and show the record cards dropdown on the right-hand side of the record card. Record card fields appear under the record name and icon. On the lower right of the card, the relationship expansion blue hash shows when a record has associated relationships. And in the upper left-hand corner of record cards, there is an expansion and collapse action. This action is open by default for record groups that have record cards. The third part are record groups, or the dark gray container that contain those record cards. These show the relationship type that records have of the parent record. These record groups can be of type relationship or related list. As you see, the record count appears next to the name. This will count up to 10, and after 10 records, it will display 10 plus. Up to 3 record cards will show in a record group. For more, click Show More. The fourth part are line connectors. These connect the record card to its related records. They appear in navy blue when a record card is selected. The fifth part is the preview panel, which shows more details about the entity that has been selected. This panel pulls in information from the entity's compact layout. All actions from the compact layout are available within this preview panel. The sixth part are related lists. ARC shows the top 5 compatible related lists that are associated with an object's record type. You can easily see which related lists are compatible on ARC's help and training page. Now, let's configure the component. To add the component to the page is very simple. Once the feature access has been granted to users, you can add the component to account or contact pages in Lightning App Builder. Just search ARC. Once this component is on the page, the nice thing is that the ARC component automatically pulls in all of the account-account relationships, account-contact relationships, and contact-contact relationships you have already created within the relationship map. As you can see, that was super easy. If you want to change the fields that appear on the record cards and preview panel, you can do that in the object's compact layout. As you see, the top 2 fields that appear in the compact layout will go in the record card. All of the other fields will appear in the preview panel. You can also change the related lists that appear in ARC. ARC will show the top 5 related lists. As you see, the related lists on the page layout match the record groups that appear on ARC. This is an extremely configurable experience with a lot of power under the hood. and we're excited to have this make its way into your org soon. This concludes our demo of the Actionable Relationship Center.
Awesome. Now I'm going to hand over to Anu, who's going to be sharing some more feature enhancements.
Hi, everyone. My name is Anu Agarwal, and I am part of the product management team for Financial Services Cloud. Today, I'll be talking to you about the residential loan application close and conversion process that we shipped in our Summer 20 release. So let's get to it. If you think about all the interactions a bank has with a client, whether in the branch, on the phone, or online, applying for a mortgage is the one through which the client shares the most about their financial picture. To qualify for a mortgage, a potential borrower must share their address history, their tax returns, family information, employment info, even if they're a small business owner or self-employed. They have to list all existing assets and liabilities, including details such as balances, minimum payments, and rate. All this information is used by the lender to provide the borrower the right options for their particular situation and give assurance to the lender that the borrower will be able to make their payments. But what happens to that useful information when the loan closes? It's usually archived and left untouched. It's only used for just that transaction. Imagine if banks could use that information to better serve their customers' needs. In the course of figuring out the right loan options, the bank could discover that the client may also need a student loan for their college-age dependents, or that the client has a high balance in a checking account earning nothing, and with a little advice from a financial professional, they could invest and grow that money. There are a lot more scenarios, but undoubtedly having all the rich information collected in the mortgage application process can help banks better understand and serve their clients. But what about lenders? They too can benefit from the information that is shared in a mortgage application by offering complementary lending products. Many borrowers will eventually refinance or sell their homes. And when these triggering events happen, lenders should be able to respond appropriately. It could be by offering that refinance when rates drop, or reaching out to a customer when a home is sold to see if they're looking for another home and what their new lending needs will be. Our major investment in mortgage for the Summer 20 release is really around how the information shared when applying for a home loan can be leveraged within other processes in Financial Services Cloud. We built an API to save the application information once it's verified. All that rich data will be written to financial accounts or assets and liabilities in Financial Services Cloud. After this translation, all financial services lines of business within a bank, wealth, retail, insurance, and others, can better serve customers, increase customer satisfaction, and ensure that a client is continuously looking to them anytime they have a need for a financial product. So how did we do this? We looked closely at all the objects in the residential loan application and carefully mapped them to Financial Services Cloud objects, such as assets and liabilities and financial accounts. Of course, because the information needs to be verified first, the API must be invoked by a trigger indicating that the loan has gone through the underwriting process and closed. The result is, even after the application is processed and the loan is funded, all the information from the application is part of the client's enriched profile and can be used to better serve them. Thank you for watching. We can't wait to see what you do with all these new features. We'll be back again for Winter 21.